Fowler.
Yeah. Across the Bamberger, hasn't done much. Here he goes now, the chunky forward into Beasley and Edmonds, but Ruse is the man for the job.
Playing a fine last quarter. Ooh, Nettlefold had two of them bearing down. Out comes Richard Osborne. Malin in pursuit. Back through the legs. Well played, Malin. And a push in the back against Osborne. Footscray free kick. And Malin taking plenty of time about it. It's right in front of the Fitzroy trainers, and they are really letting umpire Russo know what they think of that decision. Rod McPherson emerging there to make his presence felt. Malin kicks to half forward.
Peart. Strong mark, but he didn't take that one, but he's a strong man no matter where he's playing. He pushes a few away. They tell me he's very strong in the upper body. Very, very strong man indeed. Well, look at his arms, I wouldn't doubt it.
Strong men clash, Purser and Rendell. Barwick finally gets the kick. Here goes Osborne again. Oh, well done to keep that in and gain about 20 metres. Rod McPherson. The scout is Graham Osborne. Couldn't get around Wallace. Barwick the chance now. To centre half forward. Oh, gee, it's no place for the faint-hearted at all. And that hurt. Looks like Sewell. And Conlon down now too. Rejoinder perhaps.
Conlon's getting up with the football. I'm going to have the kick.
And 15 metres, which will bring him to well within range. Well within range. He'll line up from 20 metres out. Fitzroy must score a goal here. And Conlon doesn't let them down. The margin is 1 goal at the 18.5-minute mark of the last quarter. Fitzroy and Footscray fighting out a tremendous struggle.
Really, it's been a tremendous struggle right throughout. The biggest margin Footscray have held it was 20 points. Fitzroy led by 8 points at quarter time. They were down by 1 point at half time. They were down by 18 points at three-quarter time, and the difference now, as Tim just mentioned, is a goal. And about 10 minutes of football left. Rendell, it's on his shoulders now. Can he beat Purser? No, he can't. Nice play, Purser, to find Rover Royal. Royal's long kick to Peart at half forward. On a mark by Edmonds, a beauty. Played an enormous last quarter. He's kicked 7 points in this final term, and didn't get much for his chances for the first 3 quarters. He fumbled and bumbled and stumbled and was well held. Here's Jim Edmund. Long kick. Beasley! His mark of the match. Oh, wow. Gary Peart lashed backwards, but that was Beasley's mark all the way. Strong mark, a one grabber. And the ball's not really wet, it's not difficult to mark. In fact, I think the bit of mud that sticks to it makes it more markable. With Footscray leading by a goal, and Beasley, you see, will kicking right on the goal line virtually. Cannot miss. And this is, I'd say, robs Fitzroy of a chance of winning this game, but you never know. He's kicked it right out of the ground, as he should have done. Followed through beautifully.
And Beasley posts his 301st goal in VFL football. 89 for the season. A century not too far away now. Fine battle with young Gary Peart today. State defender against him. Beasley 3 goals. The honours just about even. Ball has to be brought from elsewhere after one went missing. And that goal has given Footscray what I think is a match-winning break at the 21-minute mark. Still time, but I don't think the Lions are playing quite well enough to get up and win it from here. Purser and Rendell. Purser has done well at the centre bounces, I believe, against Rendell. Well marked by Pekin, who's had a good last quarter for Fitzroy.
He has. It's his 3rd mark in this final term. Graham Osborne, another one, an active player in this final term, and breaks away from Royal. Swerves around Malin. Oh, and kicks it straight to Hardy. He dropped it. Michael Ford's in. Hardy gets it. Oh, incredible skills. Shoving the back to Hardy. And he wins yet another free kick for playing the ball.
Goes long, gets it out of danger territory. Hawkins, plenty of body use, and he's been penalised. Not body, arms. Says umpire Robinson. 15 metres. So this game's hovered on the brink a bit. It's almost got out of control from time to time. Barwick, short. McIver. Rendell. Not much there for the Lions, and a mark taken by Brian Cordy.
Clutching that to his chest and taking his time to go back and have a longish kick, and it's dropping short. Les Bamblett now on the back line, moved from that forward position. Hasn't had a good day, although this is his 9th kick and it was a false start. Kicks are just near the centre to Peart. Not a good kick from Bamblett, so he may have a bit of leg problem there. Peart loses it. Blakey gets it. The youngster didn't know and panicked a little bit then for lack of experience. Into the mud heap. McLean socks it along well. Steve McPherson didn't have it. Put it out in front of him, but the call is good to play on. Here's McLean. Can he get a break from Roos? He pops it there, and Peart in front of Beasley knocks it clear. Wallace a chance with Beasley behind him to handball if he has to, but Peart run him over. A professional tackle, that one, if you like. He just lay on top of Wallace. Won't be a free kick. It's a throw up.
Rendell, two-hander, but no Rovers there. And the throw in. Golly, I don't think the umpiring here today has pleased anybody. The hooting has continually come from both sections of the crowd. Rendell getting better as the match wears on. Push in the back and a Fitzroy free kick there in the foreground. Doug Barwick, the man to take it from the back pocket. Fitzroy needing 3 goals to win. Hard to see them doing it. And Foster, solid Footscray defender, is up forward of the centre, and he'll put the Dogs deep into attack.
Oh, he does. That's a lovely kick. Rendell. Oh, he let it slip through his fingers. Peter Burke hit the panic button. Les that sneaks through the gap and dribbles it through for a goal, and that's certainly it. Well, not one of his better days. But if we can go back a few weeks when he had his appendix out and he only missed 2 matches and came back and said he's a bit overweight, but he was out of form, and his comeback match. But by gee, he's put in some great matches since. Been quiet throughout for most of this day, but that was sheer brilliance.
So Footscray have wrapped it up in time on in the last quarter. It's gone to the wire, almost. Malin puts the Dogs into attack. Good defence, Nettlefold. Keane in front. And there's got to be a ball up there. Between the centre and centre half forward for Fitzroy. The Lions now needing 3 goals to snatch a draw. And with about 3 or 4 minutes of football left, that's not on. Purser wins. Daniels. Wallace off the ground, but straight to Laurie.
Richard Osborne in the centre. Nice looking pass quickly across the line, but he lost his footing in the mud and was quickly brought down. No free kick. The Fitzroy fans looking for a free kick for pushing the back, but it wasn't on. He slipped. A throw in, or throw up rather. Caught his kick smothered. The Lions fought it out well, but their lack of scoring in the second and third quarters has robbed them of the chance. They left it all too late. Here's Richard Osborne on the half-forward flank into Bertie Harris.
More claiming by the Footscray defenders. We really are back to 1982 as far as the handling of this rule is concerned. The claiming player can get away with murder. Harris's kick at goal doesn't make it. Hardy takes it over the line for a Fitzroy behind. The Roys have had 20 scoring shots to 17, but they've lost this game. They're 17 points down.
The ball comes out fairly quickly, and half-back Foster in the back pocket. A long kick down to Wallace. Past him. Daniels, the running man here is Steve McPherson. He's gone to the forward line now, up to Beasley and Pert. Fitzroy man wins. Graham Osborne, and then Pert runs downfield. Hasn't got warm today. Doug Barry.
Too many strong marking Fitzroy forwards there, but the Lions get a free kick the other way, taking it away from Footscray courtesy of a free, and it's young Ross Lyon, who has created a great impression in his second game. 40 metres out. He scores a goal. Not only can he win the ball, he's done that 21 times today, he can kick it as well. But it's come a little late in the day for the Roys, who still need 2 goals, and they've probably only got about a minute in which to get them.
Well, we've seen those one before, haven't we, with North Melbourne against Carlton, when Malcolm Blythe, I think, kicked a couple in the time on. Eston did it to Carlton a couple of years back with Neil Danaher, so I just wonder. But I think it'll be a rather shortish quarter, Tim, won't it? I don't think we'll go past the 30 minutes. Footscray by 11 points. Purser wins it, puts him into attack. Mayland not knowing what to do. Doug Hawkins likewise. Conlon gets out of the pack, spins. Osborne goes for spurt. Tackled well by Peart. Marked by Ford.
Goodness, Osborne is such a selfish player. He hung onto that ball. Fitzroy free kick though, going to Bertie Harris. Not quite sure for what. That changes the complexion. Here comes Quinlan. Now, scoring chance for Fitzroy. 25 metres out. You can see the angle. He's kicked 4. That's 5 from 7 kicks. And at the 29.5-minute mark, Fitzroy back to within 5 points. And a game that appeared won and lost is alive again. And Quinlan's just booted his 750th goal in league football.
Incredible. Well, all this is happening, and we're looking at Quinlan. It looks very easy. He's got that funny little look, and he's looking at Peter Foster. Oh, yeah, we'll do it, he said. No, you won't. A little bit of a war of attrition between those two. At the 30-minute mark, only 5 points separates the teams. Fitzroy could win it with this kick. They need 1 kick at goal, and Wendell wins it out of the ruck, and Barwick gets it. Turner puts them into attack. It's smothered. Lyon, and the siren's gone. A great fight back by Fitzroy, but Footscray.
The Victoria Park siren was music to the ears of Bulldog fans. They just scraped home by 5 points, despite having 5 less scoring shots, and got the all-important 4 premiership points. Beasley kicked 3 goals, including his 300th in VFL football. Peart 2. And for the losers, Bernie Quinlan kicked half of them, a very impressive bag of 5. Steve McPherson of Footscray reported on a striking charge, and that's an important one so close to the finals. And Fitzroy just failed to, for the second week in a row, bring down a finals aspirant. Last week it was Collingwood, and the Magpies lost touch with the top 5.